means that you're in control of yourself and don't care about your ego. And that's why cops have such a problem with alcoholism, drug abuse, the highest rate of divorce, the highest rate of suicide, because in their own personal lives, this attitude. I mean, my God, I've got natural testosterone, and I have to control myself looking for a fight all the time. I mean, I want to attack people all the time because I'm a man. But the point is, I mean, I want to get in fights. I hope some big guy starts a fight with me at a subconscious level because I am a killer ape, as they say. But the issue is, I've got too much testosterone. That's why I'm almost scared to be getting in shape right now because I get more aggressive. Can you imagine that 30+% of police, they admit, federal statistics, are on hardcore steroids? Can you imagine wanting more artificial steroids in you than what you have naturally in you, as if cops need this to be tough? Look, if you think you need steroids to be a tough guy, you shouldn't be a cop. Okay, if you were really a tough guy, you'd be scared of what you do to somebody. And I speak from experience. I don't claim to be some tough guy because I've had my butt kicked plenty of times. There's a lot of tough guys out there. But, look, all I'm saying is you can kill people punching them once. And people need to understand out there that the police are mentally ill and out of control. But, Burmis, I'm ranting. I want to get into the cyber security federal takeover when we get back. I want to cover some economic news and then get out of here in the last 20 minutes or so of the show so you can take some phone calls. But, 3 months ago, we need a big article on this. 3 months ago, the cybersecurity chief, if people just search engine, head of cybersecurity quits, says democracy threatened. That's the little term he uses. And if you read what the head of cybersecurity said that Obama appointed, he said the Pentagon and Northcom are taking over the entire telecommunications system of the United States. This is a takeover. And so we need to break down what life will be like under the slave grid.
Absolutely. We'll be back after this with Alex Jones, and we've also got the Obama speech on this new cybersecurity advisor and office. After this, it's the Alex Jones Show, PrisonPlanet.tv, Infowars.com. We are back. It's the Alex Jones Show. Of course, joining us is Alex Jones, and we're talking cybersecurity from the Cyberbullying Act, which is just totally and completely being promoted by the media to the youth through Hannah Montana, and of course the Cybersecurity Act, which is being promoted by Jay Rockefeller and others, and now the Obama administration just coming out saying, you know what, we're going to have a new bureaucracy, we're going to have all this control over you, we are building a smart grid, your medical records will be digitized. And earlier today, Alex, we played bits and segments of you going to SeaWorld and explaining this smart grid, this biometric control system.
Yeah, that was like 7 years ago, but none of this is, I don't deserve the credit for knowing about this. This has been all on record. MIT, the CIA, the Defense Department were writing 20 years ago that you'll be digital face scanned, thumb printed to buy and sell. There'll be a global sales tax. There'll be a global carbon credit tax, and that it's designed to categorize everything we do, everywhere we go, to create a psychological algorithm. When you eat too much beef, you'll be given a special tax because it's all going to be on your record. When you drink, it'll be put on your record. But then when you weigh too much, already in Japan, I saw the article last week, bureaucrats come around, social services, all adults must be weighed by the government, and then they fine and fee you and make you go to these prison workout centers to be exercised. This is the nanny state, but it's to carry out eugenics. That's why they want social welfare system with the socialized health care. So when you have a heart attack, they give you an aspirin. Or when you have a brain tumor, you wait 18 months when it would have been operable in 2 months, and you die 100% of the time.
Let's talk about that for just a second, Alex, because, last night I'm up really late. It's like 3 a.m., but I'm watching the CBS national news feed, and lo and behold, there's a story out of Austin, and they're talking to this, realtor, this woman who's a single mother of two, and she's saying, oh, it's so hard. We had to give up our medical insurance, but don't worry, the new medical vans are coming around town, and that's where I take my children now. It used to be just for lower income families, but since we all have to sacrifice, we're going to have to use these mobile medical vans where they're basically going to give you the delicious vaccinations and drugs that just dumb you down and enslave you.
Let me break that down. I kept telling people, the FEMA camps are going to be a place you've got to go. It's not going to be, oh, here's the Dudley FEMA camp. If you read the FEMA camp bill, everything in it is already built. It's just codifying it into law. You'll have over 100 small camps, 6 big regional camps. Every city has it. Robert Mueller has part of it built. The Highland Mall has part of the FEMA Center in it now. And poor Austinites can't even go look at it for themselves. They just say, no, it's not true. But the point is, they're going to have, and as you said, this was on national news, but with Austin, the mobile vans, and they already have this for Head Start, where they come and say all your kids are abused, they drill out the wrong teeth because they get more federal money for the more medical stuff they do, and they're going to have medical centers on these FEMA centers and trailers and tents, and people are going to want to live in them. But even if you want to live under a bridge or in the woods, they're going to make you go to them. This is all, see, I know what's going to happen because it's all stated. And that's why it started in Hawaii and California, and we sent a camera crew there a month ago. It's going to be in the new Obama film. So that's why when I get on the air and I say, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot articulate to you how fast it's moving, how serious it is. I mean, here's one right here. Obama demands right to recruit minors for military, because people don't want their 5, 6, 7-year-olds having recruiters in the schools federally in all school districts brainwashing the kids to join the military and having them sign agreements to join. They tell them you'll be arrested if you don't. This when it's not the law. But see, they say you'll be arrested if you don't take vaccines. They say you'll be arrested if you yell at your kids now when it's not even the law. This is the system. This is a scientific tyranny. And yes, the Cyber Security Command. And yes, now that I'm down here, taking a few days off, I'm watching more TV. Hannah Montana, that Cyrus demon, and her father, they are everywhere saying, turn your guns in. We need to ban the First Amendment because it makes kids commit suicide. Cyberbullying, which openly bans all free speech. I mean, openly bans it all. Federal felonies for any free speech that hurts someone's feelings. We've got to pass the Cyber Security Command. This is a operation. I did do the research, by the way. It is confirmed. His whole family are in military intelligence and black ops. So this is definitely a giant psyop. And how do you argue with that? Your 10-year-old girl is allowed to watch TV. She watches the brainwashing. She wants to do what Hannah Montana is saying. And it's all about how she's going to be a movie star if she just believes in Hannah Montana, to destroy her morals, to take her away from your family. And the boys are doing the same thing. Folks, we have to come out of Babylon. We have to disconnect ourselves from the Matrix now before it's too late. We are under full assault. And
absolutely, it's not just about a backpack and a concert. It's about an agenda, a globalist agenda. Back after
We're
this.
on the